Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by and Merry Christmas to you guys. So you guys, please, without wasting much of your time, just help me and take this channel to 1000 subscribers. Like I want to achieve 1000 subscribers before the end of this year 2025, so that next year we are going to start counting a new one. Please take me to that. Thank you so much. This should be a Christmas gift for me, just as I am dropping this tutorial for you as my own Christmas gift. So support me by subscribing to this channel. So this is a Bubu gown. It has elastic on the waistline, on the back. On the back it has elastic, and then it has a keyhole neckline. It's a Bubu gown, something that you can wear this season. It's very beautiful and it's very easy to make. So let's get to work without wasting much of your time.
So guys, before I forget, if you are ready to wear vendor and you're looking for tailors that can make clothes in bulk and send to your location, or if you know anybody that is looking for tailor like that, please do well to reach out to me. I am available to take that job. Thank you. So here on the table I have my fabric folded into 4. So I'm cutting the front and the back piece together. So just pay attention to it so you will understand what we are doing here. So here I am using the neck width of 3.5, and then I mark my shoulder divided by 2, and then I'm just going to go ahead and use the remaining fabric, like whatever I have here for my extended sleeve, which is all together is 9. Then after then when I'm sewing, I'm going to bend it. Then I come down by 1.5 inch. Then I connected it from the neckline to the extended sleeve. So what I'm going to be doing here, the neck depth we are going to be using for the front is going to be 7 inches. So the first we are going to go ahead and mark 3 inch, which we are going to be cutting out, and then we are going to mark the remaining 4 inch to complete the 7 inch, which we are going to be using that one to recreate the keyhole neckline, like the opening, that's opening from your neck down. So you can use 8, you can use 9, depending on how deep you want it to be. Some people's own is very deep to the point that you can even show their breast. So you can go ahead and just play with the neck depth the way you want it. And then for my back neck depth, I mark 1.5. yes, 1.5, because the back is not going to be that deep. So for the length of my dress, I'm using the full length of this vintage material. You know that vintage material is by 60, so I'm using the full length. My table is not very long. I don't like dragging my clothes too much, especially when I've gone ahead to pin down everything. So from the shoulder line I came down to my bust point, and then I came down again to my waist line. So that is what I'm doing here. So you can go ahead and do the same thing on your fabric. So because this is a Bubu gown, you do not need an under bust measurement or all those plenty measurement. So just mark your shoulder to your bust line and then your waist measurement. So after marking it, I just go ahead and divide my bust into 4, and then I added about 4 inches sewing allowance to it. I will advise you add 3, because if you don't really want it to be big, and just add a little normal. So from the extended sleeve, I just come down to mark my armhole sleeve. That is, I use 9 inches. So just go ahead and mark it, and then you mark your waist measurement divided by 4. But I did not actually use my waist measurement on the waist. I used my hip measurement divided by 4, and then I added some allowance to it. Then I have to extend it from where I mark my waist measurement. I have to extend it by 1.5, because that is the place we are going to be putting our elastic from the front then to the back. So you understand what I'm saying? So then I mark my elastic is 1 inch. So I go ahead and add about 1 inch, like I added 1 inch to it, because by the time I bend, it's going to give me 2 inches, so that I will have sewing allowance to it. So that is what I did. Just go ahead and add, because it's 1 inch, so just go ahead and add half inch on each of it, and then you mark it. So and then I will just go ahead and trace the line like as you see me do here. From that my waistline, I'll just go ahead and trace it to the hem line of this dress. You can see the reason why I said I do not like to drag my fabric even when I have pinned everything down, so it was still shaking. So when you're cutting your own, make sure you're very careful. So I'll just go ahead and retrace it, and then I cut it out. So while I was cutting it, I noticed that I did not form my armhole slope, so I come down by 1 inch. Then I go ahead and connect it from the down to that point to give me that armhole curve. So when I'm cutting the waistline, see the way I cut it, so I make sure that I did not cut it straight. See how it is. So just go ahead and cut your own and cut it to the hem line. So you guys, this is just what we have here. So just go ahead and bring out the back. You know, when you're cutting front and back, the first thing you're going to cut, you have to make sure that you're cutting the front, like the neckline, how the back neckline is. That is what you're going to cut it. So I've gone ahead to cut the remaining part, like the 3 inch that we mark for the front neckline. So what I have here is 4 inch. So I just go ahead and make sure I use my chalk and retrace it very well. So for this waistline, this is what we're going to do. My elastic waist band, I actually divided by my waist measurement divided by 4, then I added about 3 inch. I would advise you add about 2 inch to it. So here I'm going to be cutting the band, like the strap. I'm going to be passing this elastic band through. So I'm going to be cutting it the same measurement I have on this dress, like the dress of this, on this dress, the measurement I have there is 30 inches. So just go ahead and mark the round, like the way you folded your dress like this, you mark it. My own gave me 15. That means the total of it is going to be 30. So I went ahead to mark 30, and then I'm going to be using bias to turn the back neckline. So for the front neckline, I'm going to be using interface, like the same fabric of the clothes. So I just go ahead and mark the same measurement, the same way we'll mark the front measurement, like the neck width of 3.5 and the neck depth of 7. We're going to just mark like they will mark our shoulder divided by 2, and then that is exactly what we're going to be marking. And then we're just going to go ahead and use our chalk and trace it down, and then we're going to start cutting it just the same way we cut the front. So you're going to be cutting out the 3 inches neck depth first, and then after cutting it we are going to use remaining 4 inches depth. That is going to give us that keyhole neckline on the main fabric. So you're going to see how we're going to just do the whole thing. So just go ahead and make sure that every part is aligned with each other. So see the way I cut out mine. So you can make your own to be like, you can make your own exactly the way I did mine. So this is I added a paper stay. I mean, you people used to call it a stay. So I added it, and then I just go ahead and mark the remaining neck depth, which is 4 inch, like this, just as you see me do. Pay attention to it, and then I used my chalk to trace it. Before then, I actually iron these pieces, and then I make sure that center fold was very, very visible, so that I will know the center. So just go ahead and mark half an inch on the both side, on like half an inch from the center line. Mark half an inch, and then you go ahead and mark it like a V neckline. Then you go and sew it. I'm not going to open it up before I sew it, so just go and sew it like that. I think I prefer it like this. After when you're done sewing it, you now open it up and turn it and iron it. This is what it gives us. You can see it's very beautiful. So there is the back piece. I've gone ahead to bias my back neckline, so I'm just going to go ahead and start sewing the dress like this, just as you see me do. So just go ahead and make sure that just make sure that the neckline of the front and the back align with each other. Then you are going to use the pieces of the neck front, and then you can turn it to the back side like this and close it the both sides, so that it will look neat and beautiful. So this is what we have. I've gone ahead to sew it by half an inch, and this is it. You can see when you're sewing your clothes, always try to iron it so that it will look very neat and beautiful. So what I'm going to do is now is to go ahead and hem the sleeve, but before then we're going to be attaching a pocket. I so much love using pocket on my Bubu gown. I love pocket, so I'm going to be marking from the shoulder down to about 18 inches, so you can make your own 17. You just make, I use my own 18 because that is the length I've been using to form my pocket. So I just have to come to this other side and mark it and make sure that everything aligns. So when you're marking your 18 inches, just make sure that you use your scissor and just notch that part, notch the both sides, so that you not be confused. So this is my pocketee. I've gone ahead to cut my pocketee. I just cut it folded like this. So just go ahead and measure it. The length is 10 inches and then the width is about 7 inches. So I'm just going, I will just notch the opening like this so that I'll be able to open it up when I want to sew it. So just look closely to see how I'm going to be attaching my pocket to it. So this is it. I've gone ahead to open my dress, and then you're going to be attaching it like this. From that place that we notch, you're going to attach it from that 18 inches. You're going to attach it down, so just as you see me do here. So just make sure you place right side facing each other, just as you see me do. Make sure you use your pin and pin it down. Just sew it, and then the other side you're going to just sew it like that down. So that is exactly how you're going to sew it, and then we're not going to be closing it. And then after pinning it down, you're going to come down to this other side of your dress. You're going to still hold it down like this. Make sure you arrange it, make the center front of these pieces to be equal. Then you're going to just sew it down, and then you're going to leave the opening so that when we are sewing the main fabric, we'll just go ahead and attach it. So make sure you sew the front and the back. So you guys, this is it. I've gone ahead to sew it. You can see how beautiful it is like this. So this is my pocket. So the next thing we're going to do now is to go ahead and work on this sleeve. Go ahead and iron it if you have light. Iron all this hemline. So I'm just going to go ahead and bend it like this. I bend it half an inch by half an inch because I noticed after everything the hand is not going to be, is going to be short on me. So I just have to use half an inch and half an inch. That is 1 inch. Then I'll just sew the both sleeve down. So you guys, I've gone ahead to sew my sleeve. These are the two sleeves. They are looking very beautiful and neat. So right now, this is my strap. I told you that the round back from this other side to the other side gives me 30 inches. So I cut about 31 inches. So the elastic band here, I just cut my waist measurement divided by 4, and then I added 3 inches sewing allowance to it. Like I said, I would advise you just add 2 inches so that it will be firm. So just go ahead and put in my elastic like this, just as you see me doing this video. So when I'm putting it, just see the way I'm putting it, just use your pin and then you pass it through, and then I'm just going to go ahead and take it to my sewing machine and stitch the both sides. So you guys, this is what we have after stitching it down. So right about now, we're going to work on the hemline. You know, this dress has a slit, a opening on the from the hemline down to about your knee line, but I mark from my hemline to about 18 inches. So I'll just go ahead and open it and notch it down so that when I'm sewing it, I will know, because sometimes this chalk, when you are sewing it, the chalk must have wiped out. So here I'm going to be sewing it by 1 inch from the armhole. You're going to start sewing it by 1 inch. So this is the elastic band. Make sure that the other side that you sew down is facing down so that it will not be showing. So this is what I have here. I'm just going to go ahead and place it like this. Use your pin and pin it down so that it will not shake. So you place it on this our extended allowance that we added 1.5. so you on your own extended allowance, you can decide to do 1. For me, I use 1.5. so we're going to place it like this and sew it, pin it down with your pin so that it will not shake. So go ahead and take it from the other side, from this end So I'm just going to pick it and cross it to the other side of my extended allowance. So this is what I have here. So I'm just going to go ahead and pin it down, and then I'm going to sew by 1 inch. Just as I said, you can decide to sew it by half an inch, but my sewing allowance is 1 inch. And then when I get here, I just have to stitch it down like this, and make sure you pin it down so that it will not shake, because if you not pin it down, this thing will go off. Then I'll just go ahead and sew it. When I get to the pocket side, I will just stitch and stop here, and then I will down jump. And because if you close it, your pocket will close. So I will now come and start from this pocket side, and then I will sew it down by 1 inch. Then when I get to the 18 inches sewing allowance that I left, I'm just going to leave it there, so that when I come back, I will have to iron it and bend it inside, just as you see me do. So we are going to do it on the both side of our dress. So let's go and do it. So you guys, this is it. I've gone ahead to stitch down my dress, my elastic band, and this is so beautiful. And I so much love the color of this dress because it's giving Christmas tree vibe. So what do you think? So this is it. I've gone ahead to just iron. If you have aiming gum, I would just advise just aim it up. When you're ironing, just aim it down. No need to stitch down. But me, at the point I was making this dress, I did not have aiming gum, so I just have to iron it. So I'm going to just stitch it like by for about half an inch. I'm just going to go ahead and stitch it. Then when I get to this point, I will just cross it over, and then I will stitch down. I will do the both side, then I will bring it back and show you guys the finished product. Yes, the both opening, the slit, you are going to just stitch it down. I'm not going to stitch the hemline. So you guys, this is it. It's beautiful and it's very, very neat. So you guys, I did not stitch the I did not bend the hemline. That is because I don't want to. I'll just leave it there. But then when I go to the market, I'll go and weave it. So no need for me to actually bend it. But if you want to bend it, you can go ahead and do it. So you guys, our dress is ready. It is very, very beautiful. Please do what to order for this dress, and do what to contact me for your bulk orders, and I'm here to take that order. You guys, you know, the 2026, we are not playing, of course. So this is it. Thank you so much for watching, and please do well to subscribe to this channel. As I said, please let us just achieve our goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers in this short period of time. I know I just have few days left, and I'm just in 600 subscribers right now. Please help me. I really love you guys. So the M line here, I said I'm not going to bend it down. I'm going to leave it like this. So thank you for watching, and see you in my next video. I love you guys. Merry Christmas in advance. I'm sorry, Merry Christmas to you all. This is Christmas Day. Bye.